here's another issue that's being reported across the state, and it's regarding dual diagnosis. So our folks on the west side of the state are reporting that adults with autism are being turned down for now comp waivers who have an extensive history of crisis GCAL and are being referred to behavioral health. And then again, this is a not edited question. So here we go. Knowing fully well they will not qualify for mental health service due to being an adult with DD. They're being turned away at the point of being evaluated by the DBH/DD psychologist. They are deemed not severe enough on the DD side. IQ is at the level, but they're not functioning. How has the waiver criteria changed, and what is the path to be taken here? Parents are uncertain of what to do. I think they're being bounced back and forth saying it's DD, no, it's mental health. So I think that's the confusion there.
Yeah,
and the
that
frustration.
is a super timely question. This is something we've been working, the Department of Community Health has been working with the Department of Behavioral Health, both on the mental health side and the waiver side of recent, pretty intensely. To specifically answer the questions, I don't know of any change in the admission criteria for the now in comp waivers. I would encourage anyone who feels like they have met the criteria but been denied for the waiver as not an appropriate person for the waiver, they don't meet the eligibility criteria, to appeal that decision. Because that gets a secondary review, it gets you in front of an Office of State Administrative Hearing, and it really just gives you a greater level of detail as why is this determination made against the individual. That is the proper recourse for that. You can, of course, specifically submit those instances to myself or DBHDD, and we will take a look at them to make sure that there is nothing outside of the norm that's happening. We do know these are complex situations. As I know you're aware, but I think a lot of people are aware. I've been heavily involved in the autism spectrum disorder therapy service that we rolled out a couple of years ago. It definitely wasn't just me. People give me way more credit than they should, because it was definitely an interagency collaboration. But I have not given that up. There is no day in my life that goes by, including Saturdays and Sundays, where an ASD therapist does not reach out to me via email or phone to ask a question, to do concerns. That is very much a child benefit. It does not continue on. But it has, when we've opened that up, what we've seen is a lot more identification of unique needs for individuals on the spectrum. And so that brought about that work group associated with mental health as well. So to specifically answer the questions, I know that was a lot. I don't know anything that's changed in the eligibility criteria. I'm quite sure nothing has. So I would encourage a hearing, and then we are also always available if you want to send specific instances to us as well.
Okay.